Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It has been a very long time. I think the last time I uploaded a video was 45 days ago. But we're back, and as you can see, the rating has tanked quite a lot. We're at 1478. The reason for it is I've just not been able to play as much as I want, and I've just noticed that everyone's skill level is increasing ever so much, and mine is kind of stalled. I haven't had the time to play that many games. Week 1 I won 6 out of 10 duels. Week 2 I actually won 9 out of 10. Then week 3 and week 4 again 6 out of 10. The skill level has just gone up so much and it's very hard for me to keep up. Let's have a quick look at the profile. I'm sitting at 4,700 games now. I think that's only increased by about 200 in the past 2 months. So that just goes to show how hard it can be to maintain a certain level of GeoGuessr when you can't play that much. For the people that don't know, that's because I've now got a full-time job. But let's just get into the duels, and we're playing Kai from Sweden. Game number 1. It's been a very long time since I even wanted to record videos. And it's going to be difficult for me, perhaps, with the narrating over the game right now. I noticed that the game's slightly laggy, so I might already have to switch the Wi-Fi after this game. Actually not too sure where this is. I'm gonna go somewhere out here. It could be further down as well. It was all the way down there. Nice guess from Kai. Take 500 damage in the first round. Round number 2 is looking European. Maybe like North Macedonia or something, or Turkey actually. Let's see. No antenna, so I am thinking North Macedonia. And I think I will go North Macedonia. It doesn't really matter, even if it is Serbia. Let's just go somewhere up here. We don't have an antenna. We've got Cyrillic. We've got Slavic. Generation 3. I don't see a lot of blue strips, so I'm leading North Macedonia. Let's see where it puts us. We're in Tetovo. Very nice guess from Kai. Makes sense. I just couldn't figure out where it would be. I just knew it wasn't like Ohrid or Bitola or Skopje. Round number 3 is gonna be Brazil, I think. It is. The poll top's not really giving me a lot. Let's see if I can find a phone code. It's looking further inland, maybe. Not too far northeast. But maybe like Para or something. That's what I'm thinking right now. Could even be further down, Rondonia, or maybe even Acre. I don't really know what I'm getting from the architecture and the poles. Is that a useful sign? Also not. Alright, so no phone code here. I haven't found a road number yet. They've made a guess. So we might be in trouble. That said PA, so Para. Makes sense, that's what I was thinking. It's all the way up north. That's going to be a bit of damage, and they actually go further down there, which I said, it could be that region near Rondonia and Acre. We deal 2300 damage, I think it was, and we're heading into round number 4, just before the multipliers, into Peru. And it's actually looking quite nice. I wouldn't go too far away from Lima here. I'd go probably slightly further north. Somewhere there. And it was just near Ayacucho. Alright, we actually take 600 damage. It's always so deceiving how big Peru actually is. Take a lot of damage there every single time. Our number 5 is going to be Japan. Looks like it might be far north. And I think it actually is Hokkaido. Let's just make sure. Those should be Hokkaido plates. Let's just go somewhere near Sapporo. Not too good at region guessing Hokkaido at all. Into the multipliers now. We actually have some signs here. Could be findable, especially that 238. There's the 38. They didn't get that it was Hokkaido. That's going to be a good amount of damage. It's almost going to be knockout damage. They're below 1000 health. 750 left. Let's see if we can round it off here. It's going to be Brazil again. It's quite scary on double damage. actually not too sure. These rounds are always very difficult for me because it feels like it could be near Uruguay. I actually think this is more like this region. Double damage could be very bad. And I'm not too sure whether I'm going to be able to find anything here. The slightly offset center insulator. I'm not too sure what that pole top is. Let's see. There's no paint or anything. Also here, it might be leaning further inland. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's quite green and yeah, it could be like Rondonia. I'm not too sure. It could be far south as well. I gotta hedge a bit. It was actually Mato Grosso do Sul. Okay, so decent region guess. We win the game there. Good victory. I don't know how many points that's gonna be. 6 points, right? They sent the question mark. I mean, I was absolutely unsure about the Brazil rounds as well. I was lucky to find the PA on a sign there. Near the end of the timer. Let's head straight into game number 2. Let's try to get back above 1500 rating. These videos are not going to have a Road to Rank 1 theme, I'd say, because we're very far off. I tumbled all the way down from 1590 rating, I think it was, to 1460 yesterday, which was absolutely horrible. I was planning on recording this video and making it Road to Rank 1 themed, but only if I got above 1600 rating. And instead of that, I almost dropped 150 rating. But let's see if we can get an opponent for game number 2. Alright, game number 2 is upon us, and we're playing a very high rated opponent, Mada. I think they're about 1450 rated. 1400. So it's going to be a good chunk of points if we manage to win here. But that's not going to be an easy task. We're starting off in southern Chile. And I always find it quite difficult to determine where, because often it's near here. Quite hike, but it could also be further down. Could be all the way down there. I assume not. I'm gonna go somewhere there. Very, very nice guess from them. That's also the thing with ACW. I think there are 100,000 locations, maybe 200,000. But I'm also, even with the very little playing time that I have, starting to recognize certain locations and just being able to remember them. So the people that have a lot of time to play, I mean, if you've played enough, it's going to be very easy to instantly recognize some locations. We are near Davao City, so that's very useful. I don't know where I'm going. It says Davao del Norte, Panabo City. Oh, there's Panabo. I couldn't click on it. Okay, that's annoying. Little damage anyway. Could have maybe gained 60 more, so don't know what it was. Round number 3 though, gonna be the USA. I've got a bit of grainy road. Is it gonna be Texas? Can I find anything on the bins maybe? Don't think it's gonna be legible with the sun this low to the ground. I mean, do I trust it? Does it actually feel like Texas? I do think we have front plates there. Those trees do feel kind of southern. I just gotta go near... yeah, I don't know. I just gotta go somewhere in the green part of Texas. I think somewhere around Houston. Maybe there. It's actually near Dallas. They go in the yellow area. Maybe saw something that I didn't see. Of course, the map is not always a great representation of the actual look. Now though, we are in Russia. We've got a steering wheel on the right with a black car. I'm thinking somewhere between Krasnoyarsk and Tyumen. Because we've also got some steering wheels on the left. Maybe I just go near Tyumen or something. There's no Tatarska. I'm not too sure where that is. It's probably not going to be findable. I mean, I saw one steering wheel on the right, but now everything's looking quite far on the left. Pretty much everything else. Let's just check some more. Kind of get because that one's also on the right. I'd say it's about 20% on the right. I know Perm is like the cutoff point, so I'd go somewhere around Tuin, I think. A lot of place names starting with TA as well, which I'm liking. There's Tatarsk. It doesn't say Tatarska, but it sounds very, very similar, so why not try it? That was a nice find, if it is close at all. First instinct, I actually thought it was very far east, but of course the black car. Would you look at that? Very nice. 1,000 points. I'm very, very happy with that find. I'm not the best player in Russia, or in general, but that was very nice. 1.5 times damage. We are in Romania. It's flat. Let's have a look at the language, actually. How far west does it feel? Kind of felt, I don't know, but it's very flat. Let's just try in the middle. Yeah, that's a very nice guess from them. Very poor from me. I think it said that place name on the sign in Zaratai. But I just didn't get the feeling. I didn't get the southeastern feeling, as far as I even know what Romania looks like in the slightest. Double damage now. We're going to be in the Philippines. Always going to be looking for that roadwork sign with every single place name on it. Actually got some northern tuk-tuks, and it's very mountainous, so I would have... I'm actually not too sure. I'm gonna go down here, because we do have a lot of palms. Okay, we actually almost get the province. I think this is split up into north and south. But we were on the right peninsula. Back to Europe. I think it's Finland. Pretty sure it's just Finland. It's no moving, panning, or zooming if you aren't able to see the license plates or anything. Very, very misleading, the double yellows. Not too sure how far north this is. I just go somewhere around there. Jyväskylä. Always a good hedge. We're trailing slightly by 500 points, 499. Our number 8 is going to be Italy. Short plate there. Beige house. Giving me middle of the country vibes. Let's see if we can actually find any clues here. We're in a nice little town. Let's see if we can go down here and find a main road. Don't know if this was the right way, but it's leading somewhere. Movement, of course, not too great. Let's see. We have found a main road. I'm going to try to look for a sign or maybe a bin with the place name on it. I'm not too sure whether Italy even does that. I know that Greece and Spain, Portugal, they all do it. And Turkey, of course. It's starting to feel a bit further south, but I'm not too confident in saying whether this is then the mainland or SP-128. I think the SS-128 is around here. Yeah, it is. The SP-128. Are those smaller roads or are those on the mainland? We've got SS and SRs. Let's check Sicily. Are SP roads, are they just smaller roads or are they actually region specific? Let's just scan everything quickly. I'm gonna head back to the SS-128 and see whether it's maybe an off-road of some sorts. They tend to be smaller roads. I think they're provincial roads then. I'm actually not too sure where to go here. It's probably a bit smarter to maybe take a look. It is feeling kind of... I think they might have a really, really good guess. I gotta hedge somewhat. Okay. It was Sardinia. And... not too sure. They probably found a place name or something. But luckily we got the island right. I did get the vibes in the end. 3.5 times damage now in Argentina. Always kind of difficult to region guess for me. I'd say this is... Let's say it's around La Pampa or something, Neuquén. Let's head south, see if we can find any sign with a place name on it. It's obviously going to be helpful. Was that a kilometer marker? Don't think it was. There are place names there, but I'm not going to be able to reach it. Let's quickly line up the road. It's pretty north to south. Could be the 3 down there. Let's just hedge in the middle though. It was the 3. Should have trusted myself. But it's decent. Decent damage. 781. We're back in the Philippines again. Quadruple damage. Let's see. Let's see. Nothing there. I wish the round would load. This is not good because I haven't found anything yet. Let's see. Let's try to go that way. Surely there's a clue somewhere. That's the thing with the GeoGuessr. It's kind of always just who gets, well, not always, but quite often who just gets to the clues quicker. Who finds the sign that says everything. Provincial police, but I don't know which province. Gunobatan. Ah, there's info. Tough, yeah. Very nice find. I don't think it's gonna be game. It isn't. It's a lot of damage though. If I just managed to get to that sign slightly quicker, 3 to 5 seconds, it could have been of big help. But it wasn't meant to be. We've got a New York plate there, another New York plate. Probably on Long Island then, I think. Maybe. I actually don't really know what it looks like. I always forget that New York is a really big province, or a really big state. How hilly is it? Can I get a place name maybe? Because we could easily lose here if I manage to get it completely wrong. Right, they've made a guess. They're smiling again, which is a bad sign. I think just gotta go somewhere near Poughkeepsie or something. And it was Poughkeepsie. Okay, very nice. Not only keeps us in the game, but also dealing 500 damage. Good. Round number 12. 5 times damage now in South Africa, I think. Okay. Surely we can find a sign somewhere. I really need to switch the Wi-Fi because the lag is a bit too much. I'm actually surprised that there's not an actual big sign as of yet. But we've got mountains. These could easily be northern mountains. I don't know, they're just not really feeling like the ones you'd see near Cape Town. To me, that is. But I'm not an expert in South Africa, so I'm gonna need a road number. Or just a big place name. I hope we can find one soon. Because I'm gonna need a really good region guess if I can't find any place name or road numbers. And that's just not very likely in South Africa. Let's keep moving for now. I'm surprised I haven't seen a sign, small kilometer marker next to the road. One of those blue ones. But it seems like they haven't either. This round's just reminding me a lot of one round that I had in northeastern South Africa. I'm just not too sure whether those mountains actually fit for that region of the country. So this might take a while. But I'd expect some sign to show up very, very soon. But there's no guarantees. We have to hope that they don't send a guess anytime soon. There we go. Alright, they've made a guess. They've probably found a sign. It's all or nothing now. Is it north or south? I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna go in here. Don't be down here. And it was down there. Alright. Very well played by them. That's gonna be a lot of points lost. I'm expecting like a minus 25. Minus 16 only. Okay, not too bad. But this is just a representation of how it's been going lately. I win a game, I lose a game. And almost always down some points. But let's head into game number 3. Let's see if we can win that one. Alright, into game number 3 we go. A bit of a interesting name there. Let's not get into that. Let's just focus on what lies ahead of us. And it appears to be... Whoa, I was going to say Russia, but it's actually Hungary. And we've got a lot of signs there. Pex is to our north, actually. How does that work then? Are we on the border? I think we might be. Let's see if it actually lines up. That doesn't. I think that does, though. So we're probably there. On the border with Croatia. Don't know why I thought it was Russia at first. I think it was that sign. It just looked like a bit of a billboard sign that you'd see in Russia. We both 5k, very nice. Looks like an alt account as well. Someone that is playing on a second account, or I don't know. How did they manage to send double emojis? That is not an option. I think we're actually back in Hungary again. Let's just make sure. Got a lot of signs there. I was just gonna insta-send, but since we have them this close by, let's just make use of them as well. Got the 21. And what else do we have? Oh, not much. The 21. Heading into 30s. Here. We're going to... Okay, so we're somewhere there probably. Very nice. Probably could have found that road 10 times as quickly if I remembered how the road system worked. And in most countries they're just clockwise. Round number 3 looking like Spain. Maybe Portugal. I can't tell if those reflectors are... Oh, is it actually Turkey? I think it actually is Turkey with that kilometer marker. And it's Italy. Okay, well we've got the SS-128 again. I mean, what are the odds? I'm not too sure what bis means. I know it means like 2 or double, but let's just go for south. Well, there it is. It's probably just a double numbered road or something. And then they add the bis for 2 or whatever. Round number 4. But what are the odds that I get the SS-128 or the SP-128 3 times in 2 days? Not too sure. This is looking like Romania, I think, with the triple yellow or triple whites. Not too sure about snow coverage. Could be Slovakia, maybe. Let's look a bit further. But I think I might just send Romania. We've got those concrete blocks next to the road as well. And I actually don't know which of the countries does that. Okay, here we go. Is that a Slovakian sign? That's actually a Romanian sign. We've got some bigger place names here, I presume. Petrozani on the 7A. Somewhere in the mountains, I think. There we go. Petrozani is there to our south. Sebej, Bargia. There. Bargia's to our north, so we are probably somewhere down here further. Good. They get close as well. So we're heading into the multipliers. We have dealt 1100 damage. We haven't taken any. So it's a pretty decent start. On to 1.5 times multiplier now. White car, long antenna in the forest. What could it be? Could be a lot of things. Could be Central Europe. Could even be Italy. I've actually got some big mountains there. My first thought was Slovakia. But now that I've said Italy, and maybe even Slovenia. I'm not too sure whether Slovenia has the white car with the long antenna. Why do we have a yellow rear plate? Don't convince me that this is the Pyrenees or something. Why do we have a yellow rear plate? Why is the movement so bad? Is it a French traveler? Or maybe a UK traveler? Okay, the round is loading abysmally slow. Wooden pole. This round is confusing me. I have no idea what's going on here. Well, it actually is France. And I think we must be near the Pyrenees then. Because this is looking... No, it actually is Italian. It's a second language. Okay, then I am gonna go just all the way in here. Let's go a bit further south. I got that right, I think. They're definitely French signs, and... well, that is more Italian than anything. So it should be good. It was coarse. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't even consider it. White car, long antenna on course. That makes so much sense. That's just the kind of thing that I don't even consider anymore. I just completely forgot that it existed. But we move. Alright, we are on to the next round, and it's... why do we have Malaysian bollards? But we're driving right. Is it South Korea? I did not know that they used these bollards as well. That's very cool. You learn every day. I saw the pole tops and I thought, well, they're the same as the Japanese pole tops, but we're obviously driving right and we're not in low cam. Good. It seems to me that they're using the emotes to throw me off as well. Because clearly they do know what they're doing. Pretty sure it's an alt account, so probably just as skilled as I am. Maybe even more so. They're gonna know this meta as well. Let's just go somewhere near there. The camera on the back of the car. Pohang. They actually didn't know. They guess all the way up north, so that's gonna be a very, very decent amount of damage. Almost taking them below half health as we enter round number 8. I have had this round before, I'm pretty sure. But it was quite a while back, because I remember seeing that square pole that was cut off. I think it actually was Thailand, I think. I probably made a very bad guess. The movement's not too great. I mean, it's... maybe I do remember where it was. I'm gonna try something. I think it might have been up here. I'm just gonna send it. Because I remember it felt like Vietnam, but of course it's way too mountainous for a lot of parts of Vietnam, or Laos I mean, excuse me. Okay, it wasn't quite there, it wasn't Frey. Taking a very nice guess. Actually deals 700 damage straight back at us. Round number 9 is probably southern Serbia. Or Monty. I'm not gonna think about it. Just gonna send somewhere near the capital. It's probably a bit further north. We've got the rifts, we've got the long antenna, the solid white line through the middle. They missed the country, and it was basically where I pointed after I made my guess. Could have dealt quite a bit more damage there. But they're below half health. 2600. This should be Baton, if I'm not mistaken. It's just looking like Paro or the northern Thimphu Valley, I'd say. It's Bhutan after all. Let's not think about it too much. Could also be Trashigang maybe. It was Thimphu, very nice guess there. They go all the way down south. That might be the most damage that I've ever dealt in Bhutan. And they're down on 1666. So let's just round it off right now. Let's just finish this game. We are somewhere in Greece. Let's try to find a bin with a place name on it. Otherwise, it's always just good to guess near Athens. But I actually think this is a bit further north. I really hope it's not going to be like Crete or something then. Let's check the antenna because we did have an antenna. No, it's not the Crete antenna. I think it's going to be closer to here. Trikala or something. Unless this is the ocean that we're now heading to. Yeah, I was wrong. We're in some kind of bay. That doesn't quite fit. I know. Because you do have quite some islands there. I've got a lot going on there. I don't think it's Corfu because it doesn't seem... No, I think it's way... No, that's way too close. And it's not connected in one big way. I've got some signs here. Castania Sparti is actually to the west. So are we here then? Castania. I really hope that's not misleading. I really hope it isn't. Could we be down here maybe? That's not... Those islands aren't there. I'm gonna guess there. Shouldn't be too bad. It was all the way down there. Okay, there it is. That's what we were looking at, probably. We deal a bit more damage, but the multiplier's getting way too high, especially now that we're getting Brazil. That might be very bad. Probably should have looked behind me from the start. Maranhão. São Mateus. There it is. Okay, good. Let's hope they don't find that. Are there any clues at the start here? We have a 98 phone code. We have the BR135. They could get very close, but hopefully they're 240 points away. A bit more, 248. And we win. Very nice. Alright, that's going to be game. I don't remember how high rated they were, but I think it's only going to be like 5 points. 5 points. Alright, let's get into game number 4. Let's at least try to win this one, because then we are up in rating this video. But it's clearly a lot harder than it used to be. We're up against quite a decent opponent. They are, I think, about 1300 rated. And this is going to be the last game of the video. So let's make sure we round it off with a win. As we start in... I don't know the language. Darda. Is it Croatia? I think it might be. Not too sure. Was near Osijek. Good. Again, quite low rated border. 34. Level 34. They've only played Duels. Not won a very high percentage. But I've lost against everyone, basically. I've lost against every rating. So that doesn't really say a lot. I don't know American Bollards, but it's feeling like Wyoming or something. Let's say somewhere in here. We don't have the wide center row lines, so it shouldn't be Washington or Oregon, or at least the odds are lower. I was thinking like Montana, Wyoming, Utah. Let's hope I'm not too far off. And it was Cali. Okay. California is so... What's the right word? I can't get the right word. I don't think versatile is the right word. I think it's... I don't know. Let's move on. There's a lot of different landscapes in California. And it always confuses me how some rounds are actually there. Let's focus on this round though. Because I'm actually not too sure of the country. Don't know why that car doesn't have a plate. Is it Slovakia? I don't know what I'm looking at. Why do we have these vineyards? It's Czechia, okay. Česká Lípa. We take as much damage as we dealt in the first round. Or in the last round, I don't even remember. Round number 4. Right, it's Germany, isn't it? I think this is the first time that I'm... Well, one of the first times that I'm actually getting Germany in ACW. The new coverage. We had Klinga there. But this time's going to be way more useful. Magdeburg is in the middle. Halle, Leipzig on the 14. So I don't know where I'm looking here. We are near Klinga and something else it was. Can't remember. I can't remember. Let's get the road angle. And I guess 27 kilometers away from Leipzig. Somewhere there. Good. You cannot convince me that this is 27 kilometers. I don't believe that. But sure. Round number 5. Into the multipliers. Is it actually Ecuador, which we haven't had today yet? Terreno in Loja. Should be findable. Should definitely be findable. Terreno Municipal. Just making sure that it's actually a place. Let's set the marker just in the middle. I can't find it. I cannot find it. It was just downtown Loja. Good. Slightly in the lead still, as we go to double damage in Denmark, I think, looking at those. Oh, it's actually not Denmark. It's actually Estonia. Right, these place names are probably not findable. Katerina and Vidna. But let's try. Katerina and... Oh, there's Katerina. And where's Vidna? Vidna's there. This angle with the road to our northeast. A tiny off-road. I think that's the 5k. That was surprisingly findable. Let's see how much damage we deal here, if any. Good. There is actually still some skill on my end. I'm still able to do the basics, let's say. Our number 7, 2.5 damage is going to be USA. I mean, we've just got the standard ballers again. They're identical to the ones we just had in California, but this is definitely not California. I'm very, very sure. I really hope this main road doesn't only have Gen 1. There we go. I think we're in like Minnesota or something. It is Minnesota, okay. 30 and 60 and 15. 30, 60, 15, Medelia. That's what we're looking for. The 32, 60 and a 15. 33 is there. 25. There's the 15. Can I find the 30 or the 60? There we go. And we came from here, so we are probably there. When I looked at the round, I remember that we were in a bend. And it was probably there. But they found it as well, so it wasn't going to be any big points anyway. Dipolog. Dipolog. I'm going to need a province, I think. Dipolog. It's probably a really big city. It's probably very findable. Okay, I'm going to scan for it. Dipolog city. Not seeing it yet. Palawan to be sure. Okay. I'm gonna need to be pushed into a certain direction with the use of tuk-tuks. These are definitely more southern tuk-tuks, I'd say. Is Dipolog like a smaller city in Davao or something? I'm gonna need more clues. I'm gonna need to have the province name, because I don't want to mess up here on 3 times multiplier. And my tuk-tuk knowledge is not the greatest. I'm often very misled. CPA? What is Dipolog? I mean, we've got the flat-topped tuk-tuk, so surely it's not too bad. Okay. Well, that's the thing with Philippine city names. They basically put city after every name, and you think you've heard of it before, but it's just a random city somewhere else. We are look at this. It's Gen 4 Israel. It's so cool. Arad and Beersheba are to our south on the 90. It's so cool. I found out very recently that is there. We're probably on here, aren't we? Yeah, I think so. We're close to the water as well. We've got a bend there. It's not really lining up yet. Oh, we're probably down here. Yeah, this is probably it. Good. Saw it last second. I figured it wasn't the it wasn't the Dead Sea, but I expected that we'd see bigger mountains or hills on the other side. Quadruple damage now though, and it's not my strongest country. It does say Chihuahua. It also says Leon. I don't know why I pronounced that in French. We have a 6 phone code though, so probably is Chihuahua province. Let's see if we have any place names. Chihuahua is south. It says Laguna Fierro. I should probably just look for it. Patos. Ciro Juarez. Or somewhere between the two. I could line up the grid. But the thing is, it's just pointing us north and south. And that could also be... That's also slightly misleading. Very often we could be west or east of one of the two. I want to try to line up the grid. It's very north to south. But it looks like we're in quite a decently sized place as well. And we're between the two. So let's try this. Could it be? Not too sure it is. Not too sure it is. But surely it can't be too bad. Yeah, that's a very nice find. I was considering it in the end because it was just the other big place name, and I think that was on a sign. I think that was on the sign that I looked at the start. It doesn't matter too much. 4.5 times damage in Slovenia, I think, unless that's a Slovenian bollard, right? Yeah, okay. Quite hilly, but it's actually looking like it could be down here, but just give it a quick scan. I'm not too convinced. It looks kind of warm, which is, and yeah, it's making me think it could be southwest, but it is just here. It's not going to be game, I think. It's very close though. 113 points. And these rounds, I mean, these games are very long. Could just be because I'm a bit too hesitant or another reason. But the multipliers are very commonly in my games just going way too high. This is just Serbia. No antenna, solid line. The architecture, the general feel. I kind of do want to pinpoint this location because we're on 5 times multi. I need to be closer by 23 points, which should be doable. Okay. Not even sure if either of those two words was a place name. There is something here though. Stara Moravica, and that looks Hungarian. I was gonna go Subotica anyway. Stara Moravica. I'm gonna go somewhere here. There it is. Okay, didn't pop up. Could have won there. Actually could have won there. 5.5 times damage. Please do not be what I think it is. Okay, good. It's Puerto Rico. I've got mountains to the southeast. Comunidades Los Caños, La Guinea. Not too sure about that. Might need a road number. Does that say Tanamo and Los Caños? Let's scan for it. Gonna go somewhere down there. Ah, that's annoying. Ah, Tanama. It was there. Again, hidden by the bigger place name. And we still don't manage to win. 6 times damage. I just need a Netherlands round or something. Something in my favor. Is this Bolivia? I think it is. It is, and it feels like it's just close to... It's in between Cochabamba and La Paz. It feels like the mountains out here. I don't even know if that road has coverage. I think it does. Let's see if I can find any place name. I want to say that I can't lose here, but that's just jinxing it. So I gotta make sure I'll 6 times damage. If I had full health or if the multiplier wasn't this high, I probably would have sent way sooner. But let's see if this sign can help me. What am I looking at? Is it Yanamayu? I think it is. Yanamayu. Just feels like it's closer to La Paz. I'm gonna guess in the middle of the mountains, hope I'm closer. It was Cochabamba. That is tough. We actually take 1800 or 2200 damage even there. Is it Japan? I think it is. Please let there be a plate that I know. Guy wire, pretty standard. Ooh, that's a... that's more like a Kansai one. What is the plate saying? Ooh, is that Kansai? The numbers are off center, but not like you'd see in Kyushu. I think that was a Kansai one. We've also got a metal plate. Could it be Kanto then? I think I gotta go somewhere in there. I think I have to. And I think around here is also the... Okay, well that's just a very lucky win. Is this Kansai even? Or is this still part of Chubu? I think that is Kansai, just about. 10 points, that's not the nicest win. I got thrown off of this area because of the metal plate. Or what looked to me like a metal plate. But we gained 10 points. That's a decent chunk of points. Back in the top 100. Let's see if we can keep this going. Again, I'm not too sure how often I can record videos. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope to record another video very soon. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.